Thank you so much, Professor Rajeshwari ma'am. Indeed, it has been very practical and candid words that you spoke that are very practical, and everybody experiences them around. And now the house is open for discussion. If any questions, queries, or insights one has to
I
put forth,
think Dr.
kindly raise
Wasif
your
has
hand.
raised
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Dr. Wasif
Wasif
has
sir.
hand.
Good evening to everyone. Really, I like not like, but I appreciate it. I am fond of the ideas, Dr. Rajeshwari, that you raised. يعني, had I given the power, I will nominate you to be a guide advisor in the Human Rights Association from
Sure,
now.
please go ahead.
Really,
Thank you.
you touched the not only the ideas, but you touched our minds and hearts. You are a supreme human being. This is the thing which we are looking for in our life. We are human beings. Why do not we respect our ideas? Why do we respect ourselves? All of us are humans. Whatever our languages, our traditions, our behaviors, we have to feed. We should have a human beings feeling. So I lived the situation which you mentioned just now when I was there in India. Really, I faced many problems in food and communicating with people. But what covers all these things, what solves all the problem, all these problems, was the respect and the good relation with the people whom I dealt with. My teacher, Professor Hemlata Talesra, was there, and Amas University of Baroda. Really, she facilitates everything. She didn't make me feel that I'm a stranger or a foreigner there. I felt as I'm as any other citizen in India because of the soft and peaceful life which I live there. Thank you very much. Really, many thanks for the ideas which you raised. Great,
Thank
great
you.
you are.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Vasif sir. Really, really, words spoken by Rajeshwari ma'am has touched each and everyone. And Sarama ma'am has raised her hand. Then we move to Murthy sir. Yes, Sarama ma'am. Please unmute yourself. Sarama ma'am, kindly unmute yourself. Yeah, it's
Hello.
done.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Thank you very much, Rajeshwari madam. It was excellent. The and how effectively you spoke, giving us the idea. Now it reminded me. Number one, in 2002, I was the only educator from India selected for visiting ISEF, International Science and Education Fair. As you said, that shaking hand, that example, I was the only one in sari. And all my friends told, you come, you start using pants or pajamas and all. I said, no. As an Indian, I am visiting. I am the only Indian educator, and I will throughout wear sari. So seeing sari itself, that racism or ethnicity, people coming here, oh, you are from India, and how nicely they were speaking. That is one point suddenly reminded me. Second thing is, recently there are some schools in Mumbai. They called this LBG, that LGBTQ people for hoisting the flag regarding inclusion. You must have heard about. You heard about
Yep.
it? It was in news for hoisting the flag. It was a very good thought of the school authorities to that inclusion. It is very difficult. People like you only can take it forward, but it is very difficult to change the mindset of the people, whether it is a teacher or principal. But I have seen that two schools, they called this group of people, LGBTQ people, to hoist the flag and to give a talk on that in the Republic Day. That is second thing. Third, as you said, human being. That is first and foremost, everybody has to teach, even from the primary class, as you said. From primary class, we have to instill in the students that it is no difference. As you said, you have spoken about also Harvard University. I think there I can also apply. when you said the age or nothing they are asking, your efficiency of working.
Exactly. The merit. The
Merit
merit.
of yours, yes. So the age, all those things, and photograph, nothing. No,
Nothing.
and
Nothing.
the gender, there is nothing. So there is chance for me to apply there also.
Dr.
So,
Murthy?
Yeah.
so thank you very much,
Sir,
madam.
kindly
And
unmute
I would
yourself.
like to, yeah,
Sarama ma'am. Yeah. Thank you
yes,
so much.
welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Talesra, again, thanks so much for organizing this program, for leading us. Uh, as you know, we at WCPA are engaged in implementing these things at a global level, and how difficult are problematic it is. Oh, good, Eugenia comes. She's my senior, and she's our secretary general in WCPA. Inclusivity is something which WCPA is working at a global level in its own way. We have people from Africa, people from South America who cannot even speak proper English, but they are great human beings. And I appreciate WCPA's role, right from Dr. Glenn, Eugenia, and all of us, in listening to those gentlemen's and ladies. Sorry, I should not use a gentleman from our friends from South America. People from South America, brothers and sisters from South America. Their voices are to be heard. It is difficult, no problem. They may take 2 minutes to complete one sentence, still no problem. But we accommodate, we listen to them, and it is such a pleasure at the end of the day. They also feel very happy that their voices are heard. I just wanted to say to Eugenia here, Dr. Eugenia, here is a group of leaders whom we are looking for on the global platform. So the entire team here, they are not only educationists, they are great human beings, and they can be great leaders in their own field in spreading the message of humanity and inclusiveness on a world platform. So thank you, Dr. Rajeshwari, so much. It was enlightening. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Murthy sir. Anyone from the group who wants to contribute?
Eugenia, you want to say something quickly?
Yeah, Eugenia has been enjoying the entire session. I had seen the smile and the enthusiasm with which she had been active throughout the session.
Eugenia there?
I don't
I
see
think so.
her now.
Yeah,
Some issue here, some
some
connectivity.
The
network
best part
issues
of it,
might be there.
for
Oh,
the
she's
benefit
there.
of
She's
people,
there. She's there. She's there.
she lives on the hills where there is barely any facility available. Many of us have luxury. Our current situation is a luxurious situation, but she is participating from there. Eugenia, yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you very much. But by in my work, in my training, I am a teacher, and I wanted to mention, Dr. Raji, that I felt very thankful, grateful in your speaking of, and others speaking of, our humanity. We're human beings, and my mother and my father taught me that first we are human beings, and if we make some aspect of ourselves, some quality, our skin color, or the shape of our hair, or our lips, if we make that more important and prideful than our humanity, then we lose our humanity. So this is what we want with an Earth Federation, with the World
Right.
Federation. We want to be instilling the understanding of our humanity, that we're all human beings, and this is our work to build an earth, a society of human beings on earth that can live with diversity and live with inclusion, building inclusion and strength for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eugenia, for your kind words.
Eugenia is very right when she says that Earth is a place where every human being can be a human being and not demarcated by all the so-called either race, caste, creed, nation,
Dr.
religion.
Sima, I see Vikram Singh has raised a hand.
Yeah.
Next we call Vikram Singh. Yeah, please go ahead, Vikram Singh.
Is here.
Yeah, he's here and he has raised his hand
Yes.
also. Yeah, I think so he's connecting. Vikram Singh, please go ahead.
Yeah, very good evening to all of you. Ma'am, namaskar sabhi ko. First of all, I want to share few words which I learned from Rajeshwari ma'am. Actually, now I am the student of Rajeshwari ma'am for the batch of 2004 and 2006. After long times, I'm connected. I'm see the face of the Rajeshwari ma'am. Actually, I am sharing one things which has happened with me when I taken the admissions in MHRM. At that time, some persons, because of that, basically I belong to a middle background of rural areas. I am not belong to urban areas. So some person told me, you leave this MHRM course, because of that you can't do this. But one time what happened, Rajeshwari ma'am told me, you can do, please write on your word and on your thinking. You can do. One time Rajeshwari ma'am clapping for me in my class when I got the numbers, 18 numbers out of 20. As of now, I am working as a manager HR in the Japanese MNC company, and I am handling a good leader as a HR guys, and as a IR manager, I'm collecting the many grievances and resolve their problems also. So today, really, Rajeshwari ma'am, I'm saluting to you. Because of that, you are still live as a 2004 and 2006. You are very good approach still now. Really, you shared with us as a workplace. Yeah, definitely is going on. You didn't apply women's. There is a different set of genders. Yes, really it is going on. We are also facing the same things with us. So definitely I learned from you today. So definitely I will approach to my management also. This gender differentiation should be removed, immediate effects.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vikram. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good,
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I don't take more times. So I'm thanking very much to all of you, and you all are the very experienced persons. I'm a very younger from you. So
This is
really,
again an inclusive platform, Vikram sir. Yeah, this is again an
Ramesh has
inclusive platform
raised
under
hand.
Hemlata Talesra ma'am. Now, sir, yeah, Lovesh,
Sony.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sony sir has raised his hand. Kindly come forward.
Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. So just
Yeah.
wanted to ask a few questions to Rajeshwari ma'am, uh, as she has talked about implying the human factor in the organization. As I am also working in John Deere, so there's a little story I would like to share. So I have never been out of Udaipur, Rajasthan. So it's my first time in Pune. So everyone here usually talks to Marathi, but when I'm around, I try to speak in Hindi or English so that I'm comfortable in. This is just a story. And secondly, if Rajeshwari ma'am was saying about implementing more human behavior or humanly nature in the organization, can you please share on the lights on what are the points we should keep in mind while implementing so? As not all the people will behave the same, and all the people will think that this would be the approach forward. But then how can we implement in such a way that they can also think that this is the right approach and they can also implement it and follow it in their lives? As it is not about the organization, and we should implement this in our life also. I mean, we should see each other as a human being. So
Yeah,
what are the
Ramesh.
steps we should take?
So thank you for bringing in that perspective. You know, I am a person from training and learning, background. And I believe in the power of training learning, because the best part which separates animals and human is the capability to learn, repeat, and practice. There are certain species of animals who can limitedly learn certain things and can practice also. But the human has a huge potential. And I, coming from training background, I think anything and everything on this earth can be taught through training and development interventions. And also related with some of the points where I see more inclusive organization, you can have templates which to be used by everyone in a uniform manner. There can be uniform code of conduct which everybody should follow religiously. Even if you are a CEO, you will address certain people like that, or you will not offend anybody by bullying, laughing, or demeaning anybody. So the practice has to be seen, reflected in everyday affair, whether you are a CEO or a watchman. Believe me, the culture of excellence comes through practice of humanity and values and ethics and norms which human is capable of. And we can definitely do that. Small changes at a time, but radical changes. That is where the key is. Thank you.
I think so.
Any
Lovesh ji,
answer?
yeah. Kishori Das
Kishori.
ma'am has, yeah. Kishori ma'am.
Hello, everyone. I would
Hello, ma'am.
like to share one thing, madam. It was really a mind-blowing presentation, and I would like to congratulate you. Regarding, you are talking about Vietnam as one of the developed countries, advanced country, and I had been to Vietnam for about 25 days, invited by government of Vietnam. And one thing I have marked, whatever it may be, diversity must end at unity, uniformity. And without uniformity, there is no diversity. India is the best example. We are not practicing in our action because our government, our system, so many things are there. But one constitution is there which believes in diversity. And ethnic culture, starting from ethnic culture to freedoms, everything is diverse, starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. No food habit is the same, no dress culture, everything. But in Vietnam, what happens, I love Vietnam, their culture, everything. But one thing I don't like, what that is, women, especially, they get freedom after 50. After 50, because at that time they are free from their physical problems, they are free from their family. But at this time, what happens in Vietnam, women are bound to retire at the age of 50 to 52, whereas the male, they retire at the age of 55. This is the rule governed by Vietnam government. So we cannot say that Vietnam is a very good country. They have fought for 25 years to get freedom, and undoubtedly they have succeeded. They have grown like anything within a span of 15 years. They have excelled in many fields, even in education. But with regard to diversity, madam, they are in lockback. Because when women and men are not getting same right with regard to their work, right to work, can we say that it is a diverse form of unity?
Very
Because
good
I have
point, ma'am.
experienced,
I would like to tell here that we call Canada a developed country for
but
years
not,
together.
madam.
No, but I'll tell you, even the right to vote in a
Yeah,
democratic setup was given very late to the women. India has been
in,
in that way very open. So there are countries having
yeah,
difficulties
yeah.
even
I'm
now.
talking, yes.
Yeah. So Afghanistan, like you would see, still women has to take at least
Yeah,
one meal while they are going out of the house. It can be a child of 11 months, a male child, but you have to take a male counterpart while you are moving out from the
yeah,
home.
exactly.
So these are some very grave examples.
But the things,
We should come
madam,
out of it.
madam, at the government level, this discrepancy, they are developed in all the areas, starting from social participation, politics, everything. Women are dominating the country. But when the workforce, work power is coming, here lies the beauty of their discrimination. Thank you very much, madam. That's why I have told.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Manisha,
Manisha
yeah,
Dande, yes.
yeah, Manisha Dande, ma'am is there.
Good evening, all. Ma'am, it was a very informative lecture.
Thank you.
I belong to education sector, ma'am, and it has been seen that in many companies they have got their diversity policies and they arrange special programs for DEI. But at least if we talk for India, we have seen that in education sector, hardly the universities and the colleges have their DEI policies, which are separately formulated. So, what do you think, ma'am? They should have the DEI policies which are transparent. It should be kept on the website so that it will be visible for all. And what kind of initiatives they can plan so that they can have this DEI in their organization?
Manisha ji, very good question. I would say that any number of board, any number of websites, if you declare but do not practice, then you are a failure. I just saw a comment from Yusuf Amarnath. Yusuf, very good comment, that unless we convert it into a practice, habit, attitude, and mindset, nothing is going to change. So you may write a diversity policy, DEI policy, you can paste it on your website, you can proclaim the awards and rewards and everything around it. But if at the end of the day, even one employee feels excluded, even one employee feels that I have been a victim of racism just because of my gender or color of skin or my educational background or my position in the organization, that means you have not converted that into practice. It is important that anything that you want to do it on your practical aspect, and proclamation and awards and rewards can come later.
Nice. You delivered very good lecture
Thank you, ma'am.
and very fruitful
Yes.
and knowledgeable.
Ma'am,
And also using the practical aspects. It is very good. Practical aspect is very good. So now,
Yes, I think so. Yeah. So with this and coming from Hemlata Talesra ma'am, so we come to end of today's lecture series. Indeed, it was a wonderful lecture as everybody reacted, commented, and appreciated. So this was the Expert Lecture Series 2022 Part 2 that was held in collaboration with RCM, Rajasthan Council for Educational Administration and Management, World Constitution Parliament Association, the Earth Constitution Institute, USA, Commonwealth Council for Educational Administration and Management, Indian affiliates, Swami Keshanand, Rajasthan Agricultural University, Bikaner, International Forum for Global Social Justice, Education and Empowerment, and Shrimati K.B. Dave College of Education, Pilwai, North Gujarat University. And then to propose the vote of thanks, I may now request Dr. Wasif, who's Professor and Head, Department of English and Translation at Irbid National University, Jordan, to kindly do the honors. Professor Wasif.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sima. On behalf of the organizing committee of the Expert Lecture Series 2022, we express our gratitude to the eminent speaker of today's lecture, Dr. Rajeshwari Narendran, Professor HR, OB, former head and director MHRM, MI, Sukhadia University, Udaipur, for delivering the fruitful and knowledgeable expert lecture in inclusion and diversity drives lessons for a better world, which has a great effect on the participants and to all people who are interested in improving life in this world. hoping for your kind cooperation and academic support in the future also. Many thanks and gratitude to all participants who shared by attending or participating in the discussion of the main ideas raised in this lecture. Many thanks to Professor Grant Martin, President of WCBA, for his always readiness to be with us, to give us blessings and support. Many thanks and gratitude to the series director, Professor Hemlata Talesra, who established this series, which has a great effect on education and knowledge progress. Many thanks to Dr. Ushoshi Guha, Dr. Kishori Dash, Dr. Seema Tyagi, Dr. Murthy, Dr. Eugenia Almond, Dr. Sarama Chandi, Dr. Lovish Soni, and all the respected dignitaries who are with us in this lecture and who shared us, and their presence, of course, gives much support to the lecture series which we are on. So until we meet again in the coming series lecture, wish you all the best and bye-bye.